What is up, Soul Fam? This is Chris with Soldier of Life, and today I'm coming to you from beautiful Berlin, Germany. Now, what I want to be talking about today is bridging the gap. Now, the gap is what I'm talking about, the divide when you have certain group of people between another certain group of people and how they kind of don't understand each other. Now, I'm not talking about individuals, but I'm talking about as a whole in society. Now, I know I personally can't change every single mind in the world, and not anybody on this earth can do it. That was terrible English, by the way. If we can change one or two minds, I feel like we have already done our job. But a lot of the things that I'm pointing out is just basically for general knowledge, just to make it generally easier for a lot of us to come together, integrate, and create less hostility. And also for foreigners that are coming, just to make it an easier transition. So basically in this video, I'm gonna be giving you 5 tips that we can use today as a collective, as a whole, as a group of people, one nation, under whoever you believe in or whatever it is, basically cohabitating on the world, that we can all use to help each other out, just to bridge the gap between us. So step number 1 is to smile. I know just a couple of days ago when I was in Munich, I seen a lot of different people, just like here in Berlin and in Munich, Frankfurt, Stuttgart. I know the biggest cities are definitely melting pots, but a lot of the people that I have seen within these demographics do not smile at all. And I'm not saying that you need to go around walking around with this big, huge, angry, stupid smile on your face where it's super fake, where you know that you're not smiling genuinely. But I guess that's one of the things that I kind of miss about America. It's not that you need to smile to be fake, but it's almost sending out a positive message, a positive vibe, especially when you're seeing people that might have other interpretations of you. So I know me personally, even when I was in Australia, there was a lot of different segregation there, and a lot of people didn't take to me because of what I look like. But I never let that stop me. I know I picked up the habit a long time ago when I was in the military. But even now, if you look at some of the comments that I have on some of my videos, on every single comment, the first thing or the last thing that I say is thank you. And the reason is, it's not because I want to thank every single person for what they said, but I want to thank you for taking the time to comment about it. So even if somebody was giving you a shitty face, I know my personal take, I try to look at life optimistically. So if I'm walking down the street and I see somebody and they have an angry face, or they might be judging me or whatever it is, not even to have judgment as one of the sole purposes of it, but I try to make sure that I smile just a little bit, just a grin, to let them know that it's all good. Everything is okay. Life is going to be okay. I think when society starts having negative interpretations on a certain group of people, that not that they need to be fake, but you need to send the small messages to each other just to let you know that everything is okay. Number 2 is be courteous. Being courteous is something that is basically free and any and everybody can do. Just for example, I was at the store the other day and there was a lady in front of me, and she was a German lady. We were at Rewe City and we were in the line. We were standing there as normal, waiting for our groceries to go along the cart. But the thing about it was, it's the very small gestures that you don't think will make a difference actually make a huge difference. So while we were sitting there waiting, once I had enough room in order for me to put my groceries down on the table, when she grabbed her divider for her groceries between mine and hers, she then grabbed a divider for my groceries between mine and the next person behind me. Now, this might have been something small that she probably didn't even think about, or maybe she did, or something that you would think would just be so small and insignificant, but this personally to me had a huge impact, not only just my thought process at the time, but my overall feelings, and it just brightened up my day. Or that small act of courteousness, is that a word? That small act of courteousness, genuinely, she didn't gain anything from that. But we had a mutual smile together, and now I felt even more connected with her just because of that small thing that she did. So it doesn't take a lot to do, but it's just something small that you know you should keep mindful of. It definitely will help everybody's interactions day through day, and there's the only way for you to change opinions on a general dynamic group of people is small by small, little by little, person by person. You have to make these small increments, and trust me, they make a huge factor at the end of the day. Number 3 is send an invite, send invitations. Now, I'm not saying that you should walk down the street and see every Turkish person you know, or every German person, or black person, or purple person that you see an invite to your house in order to come over so they can steal all your stuff. No, I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying, when you have the ability to, if you're in an open public area and you see people doing things and somebody's left out, then you should send invites to those people. I know the other day when me and my buddy Dave were doing a video, it seemed to me, I seen a group of people that were sitting in a park that were probably of German nature, but it was really mostly mixed culture. And then I seen a group of African individuals on the side. And although I understand, obviously these are their friend groups and circles, I know me personally growing up, when I used to go around different places by myself, you know, when I was more shy, I was just looking for an invite, I wish that I would be a part of the party, a part of the lifestyle. And just not only that, it's very nice, but not only that, it's just good practice to get to know new people, which is something I'll also be teaching on socialsavagery.com. But when I seen it, I just thought, wow, you know, it would have been such a nice gesture if each one of the groups would have asked, you know, hey, can we hang out with your group? Or hey, excuse me, I just wanted to know a little bit more about you guys. You know, what are you guys doing here? You know, what are you going to the park for? And maybe if you click it off with 1 or 2 people, send an invite for the group to hang out. Now, I know this might seem far-fetched for a lot of people, but it works wonders when you're trying to build trust and relationships between different groups of people. Now, understand, they probably had a great time in their separate groups, or these people probably had a great time in their separate groups, but the feeling that they would have had if they would have came together, it might not have been as good, maybe, but to give it a try, to give it a shot. Not only that, when somebody else is lending you something, I know when I go out with my friends and we're hanging out in the park, we try to invite most of the people that are around. If they don't seem like they're having fun, hey, you know, are you guys cool? Are you all right here? Would you like to hang out with our group? And just from the sheer fact of our invite, even if they were assholes before, they would come over with such an embracing presence that you wouldn't even be able to tell. Like most people, they're usually going to put their best foot forward in the beginning, but it's such a small act of kindness that will go such great lengths that I believe that a lot of people are missing out on amazing opportunities by not doing it. So number 4 is show interest. You want to show interest in different groups of people. Now, when you see things going on within the city, if you see a group of people that are not like your own, then you should try to go show interest and see what they're doing. I know just the other day we seen a group of Turkish people playing soccer within the street. Now the thing about it is, we could have just walked by. We could just say, oh, look at them playing soccer. We actually end up filming it, but instead of that, my buddy Dave looked at me and he just asked me, you know, hey, should we go play soccer with them? And usually what my suggestion is, a lot of people, if you know me, that I'm always down for. I'm always down for doing the thing that you don't really want to do. That is the only way that you can build confidence within yourself, is doing the things that are kind of out of your comfort zone. But not only that, I knew that it would be a great opportunity to get involved with these different people. Now, not only that, they might not have thought any different about me because of how we look, but now from us doing that, I don't know how they had an interpretation on us, but just from the sole fact that we're Americans, maybe that changed their perception about Americans right then and there. Maybe they see now, hey, you know, maybe they thought before, yo, Americans are ignorant and they're stupid and they're fat and they're lazy, but by us just going up to do that, say, hey, excuse me guys, what are you guys doing? You know, oh, you guys are playing soccer. Is it cool if we join really quick? Hey, let's play a quick game or something. We just played probably for like 2 or 3 minutes, but it was because we were showing interest in what they were doing that they greeted us within anyway. So if we would have walked past them on the street and seen them again later on that day, they wouldn't have thought nothing about us. But because we did that, you know, maybe now they have a better interpretation about the general population that me and Dave represent. And the last tip is be open-minded. I know it is very difficult. Like I said in one of my videos before, the way that I started feeling about German people before I even came to Germany, the way that a lot of people feel about others when they see things on the news, the interpretations that we have in the States about different countries that we've never even been to. You have to be open-minded when you're going into these situations, when you're starting to meet different people. Even if you're walking down and you see people on the street, once you say to yourself, because I have had of doing it before, once you say to yourself, you see a group of people, you're like, oh, these are probably bad people. You have to erase those thoughts and mindsets out of your brain. Once you start recognizing them, you have to realize you have to go out of your comfort zone. You know, hey, send an invite to them. Show curiosity in what they're doing. Maybe send a smile their way. Just use some of the tips that I personally said, or find your own and go outside of your comfort zone and start building relationships with these people. So then you can come up to your own determining factor that, hey, all these people are not this way. All the people that look like this or come from this place or represent this religion, they're not that way. But you have to go out of your own comfort zone to see that. So that's what I wanted to bring you guys today. I appreciate you watching this video, and I want to thank you so much. Yo, I am so thankful for every single one of you guys, and like always, I will try to get to every single comment. I appreciate it, whether it be positive, negative, or whatever it is. I just appreciate the dialogue. But thank you for watching this channel. This is Chris with Soldier of Life, and don't forget, stay happy, stay healthy, but also stay motivated, and I'll see you in the next one.